right, Dodgers fans, buckle up because what we're witnessing right now is pure baseball dominance in action. The thing that stands out most is the power of home field advantage, and the Dodgers are proving it in ways that are making them nearly unstoppable. Winning on the road is one of the hardest things to do in baseball, and yet the Dodgers are checking that box like champions. Look at what they pulled off against the Phillies, taking victories both at home and away. That's what sets great teams apart from the rest. If your goal is to defend a title, if your aim is to run it back and make a serious postseason push, these are exactly the kinds of wins you need. Every victory on the road strengthens the team's confidence, sharpens their focus, and forces opponents to respect them on every pitch and every swing. That's a mindset the Dodgers have embraced fully, and it's paying off in ways that make every fan excited and every opponent nervous. Now, let's talk about Blake Snell, because this is where things get really historic. Blake Snell came in and delivered a performance that will be remembered for years. 8 scoreless innings in a postseason game. He became the first Dodger to do this since Clayton Kershaw pulled off the same feat in the 2020 National League Wild Card Series against the Brewers. But that's just the beginning. Snell also became the first pitcher in modern postseason history to face the minimum through 8 innings in a playoff game since Don Larsen's perfect game back in 1956. That's legendary company to be in, and it speaks volumes about his ability to rise to the occasion when it matters most. On top of that, he became the first pitcher ever in postseason history to record 10 or more strikeouts, allow 1 or no hits, and give up 0 walks in an outing of at least 8 innings. Think about that. That's perfection on a stage where perfection is nearly impossible. He was dominant, unflappable, and completely locked in, reminding everyone why the Dodgers pitching staff is considered among the elite in all of baseball. And here's the beauty of this story. Snell was coming off an injury. Earlier in the season, there were questions, doubts, and critiques about his value and ability to perform at a high level. He spent a significant stretch sidelined, and while some called it a setback, what it really did was set him up for this moment. By sitting out through the grind of the regular season, he returned fresh, fully prepared, and ready to deliver in the postseason. It's the perfect storm. Teams talk about momentum, timing, and peaking at the right moment. And Snell's return is exactly that, a blend of talent, timing, and readiness that makes the Dodgers almost unstoppable. He's scary on the mound right now because he's fresh, focused, and dominating in a way that few pitchers can match under the pressure of October baseball. Every strikeout, every clean inning, and every moment of control he exhibits just adds fuel to the Dodgers' postseason fire. Now, let's shift gears a bit and talk about some of the strategic decisions that have been shaping the series. The Dodgers management had tough calls to make with pitching matchups, especially with young arms on the roster. In some instances, they held back rookies in high-pressure moments, trusting experience over youth. There's always debate about these choices. Do you give a rookie exposure, or do you rely on the veteran presence to hold the line? In these cases, the Dodgers leaned on strategy and calculated risk, letting seasoned pitchers like Snell dictate the tempo of games. While there are debates to be had about specific matchups, the overarching strategy is clear. They're building an environment where experience meets precision, and the results speak for themselves. But it isn't just pitching that makes this Dodgers team fascinating. Even when the bats haven't been firing on all cylinders, the team has found ways to win games. They've been held to a modest number of hits in some contests, yet they managed to find ways to score, to manufacture runs, and to stay ahead when it counts. That's the hallmark of a team with depth and resilience. They don't rely on streaks of offense to carry them. They find ways to win through smart base running, timely hitting, and a relentless approach to every inning. 7 hits in a game might look underwhelming on paper, but when those 7 hits come at the right moments, they're the difference between advancing and falling short. That's what separates the Dodgers from many of their competitors. They find ways to win even when things don't go perfectly. And then there's the defensive side, which can't be overlooked. While occasional errors or double plays happen, sometimes frustratingly, what stands out is how quickly the team recovers, how quickly they refocus, and how little those mistakes define the outcome. Every play, every catch, Every pitch is part of a larger chess match in baseball, and the Dodgers have shown they can absorb small setbacks and still maintain control over the series. That mental toughness is as important as raw skill, and it's something the team has cultivated over years of competitive play. Fans watching can see the subtle ways in which preparation, strategy, and execution all merge into consistent success. Looking ahead, the postseason picture is becoming clearer, and the Dodgers' path is both challenging and exciting. Their upcoming games are going to test depth, endurance, and adaptability. Pitching rotations will be critical, and it's likely that stars like Clayton Kershaw will see crucial innings, especially if the team continues to dominate in early matchups. Kershaw's presence, even in a supporting role or potential start, is more than symbolic. It's the embodiment of experience, leadership, and the ability to perform under pressure. The Dodgers' leadership understands the value of maximizing their talent while also managing workloads, and that balance will be key as they navigate each game. Every start, every inning, and every decision on the mound could shape the series and ultimately determine who advances. Offensively, they'll need to continue applying pressure, particularly against pitchers who have shown vulnerabilities during the regular season. Strategic hitting, situational awareness, and aggressive but calculated base running will all factor into how the Dodgers approach each game. Even when facing tough matchups, the team has the ability to adapt, to adjust swings, and to find openings that could turn tight contests into victories. It's this combination of pitching dominance, strategic offense, and mental toughness that makes the Dodgers such a compelling team to watch. They are dangerous in ways that go beyond raw stats. They have timing, experience, and the ability to seize the moment when it counts most. And of course, the narrative of the season is colored by the storylines surrounding individual performances. Players like Snell, whose return from injury has created momentum, remind fans that baseball is as much about timing and opportunity as it is about talent. When a key player steps up at the perfect moment, it can shift the entire trajectory of a series. That unpredictability, coupled with a team built for resilience, makes the Dodgers not just contenders, but a team that feels inevitable when the postseason heat is turned up. Even when facing teams with strong home records, the Dodgers have shown that their combination of poise, strategy, and execution can neutralize home field advantages. Winning in hostile environments requires confidence, preparation, and the ability to stay calm under pressure, all qualities this team exhibits consistently. It's one thing to talk about stats and history, but it's another to watch a team that simply refuses to be shaken, that can take the pressure of away games and turn it into momentum for their favor. Now let's dive into the pitching matchups, because this is where the postseason battles are really won or lost. The Dodgers have an impressive arsenal of arms, and how they deploy them will dictate much of the narrative as the series unfolds. For starters, the starting rotation is both deep and versatile. Each pitcher brings a unique mix of experience, velocity, and command, which allows the coaching staff to approach each opposing lineup with a tailored plan. Clayton Kershaw, even as he transitions into a supporting or spot start role, still carries the aura of the Dodgers' pitching tradition. When he takes the mound, opponents feel the pressure immediately because they know that every pitch could be a strikeout, a weak contact, or a moment that swings the momentum. The decision to insert him strategically is both a tactical masterstroke and a nod to his legacy, ensuring that his presence continues to impact high-stakes games even as his season winds down. Then there's the supporting cast, which blends veterans with emerging talent in a way that keeps hitters guessing. Pitchers like Tyler Anderson, Tony Gonsolin, and Dustin May, each of them has demonstrated the ability to step into high-pressure situations and deliver innings that stabilize the game. The beauty of this rotation is its flexibility. The Dodgers can mix and match based on opposing lineups, home or road games, and how previous outings have played out. It's a chess match on the mound, with each move calculated to maximize effectiveness while keeping hitters off balance. The postseason is as much about strategy as it is about execution, and the Dodgers have positioned themselves to play both sides exceptionally well. Bullpen strategy is equally critical. The relievers have to balance multiple responsibilities: closing innings, limiting damage, and maintaining the lead without overextending themselves. For the Dodgers, that means careful management of arms like Buster Gratterall, Craig Kimbrell, and closer options who can handle high-leverage moments. Each appearance has to be timed perfectly because one misstep in the postseason can unravel weeks of preparation. The key is trust in the plan, trust that each pitcher knows his role and can execute under pressure. So far, that trust has paid off, with the bullpen providing solid innings while allowing the starters to set the tone. This balance between starting strength and relieving depth is a hallmark of championship-level teams, and the Dodgers are executing it with precision. At the same time, matchups against opposing pitchers are a story of their own. The Brewers, for example, have some strong arms, with starters capable of controlling the strike zone and generating swings and misses. But the Dodgers hitters are disciplined, patient, and aggressive in all the right ways. They look for mistakes, exploit openings, and adjust their approach based on what the opposing pitcher shows. That kind of in-game intelligence, combined with timing and execution, creates opportunities to manufacture runs even when the game seems locked up. It's not just raw power at the plate. It's anticipation, preparation, and the ability to respond immediately to what's happening in front of them. Even defensive strategy comes into play here. The positioning of fielders, the timing of double plays, and the awareness of base runners can shift momentum at a moment's notice. One brilliant defensive play can erase a potential rally. One misstep can energize the opposition. The Dodgers have shown remarkable consistency in handling these scenarios. Their fielders are alert, their communication is precise, and their ability to recover from mistakes is extraordinary. In high-pressure postseason games, that resilience is just as important as a pitcher's fastball or a hitter's home run. Each player's awareness contributes to a collective strength that makes the team difficult to break down. And speaking of resilience, let's not forget the mental component. Baseball is as much a game of the mind as it is of skill. The Dodgers are handling the pressures of October with poise, from the players on the field to the coaching staff orchestrating each move. That calm under pressure allows them to execute strategies that might falter under stress elsewhere. They are reading situations, anticipating opponent adjustments, and responding in real time. This mental toughness, combined with physical skill, is why they continue to find ways to win, even when the numbers on the scoreboard don't seem overwhelming. A team that can stay focused, composed, and adaptable in these moments is the kind of team that can push all the way to the World Series. But before we move forward, don't forget to join our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest news about the Los Angeles Dodgers. We'd love to hear your thoughts on the news, so drop a comment below. Whispers are echoing through the corridors of Major League Baseball, and the rumor mill won't stop spinning. The Los Angeles Dodgers might just be assembling a pitching fortress the likes of which the league hasn't seen in decades. At the heart of this storm, none other than Clayton Kershaw, the Dodgers' longtime ace, rumored to be taking the mound with renewed vigor and a mission that goes beyond wins and losses. Sources close to the team hint that Kershaw is not just returning to form, but potentially transforming the Dodgers' pitching rotation into a nearly impenetrable wall, a veritable mound of invincibility. Fans and insiders alike are buzzing over what this could mean for the Dodgers' defense. The whispers suggest that Kershaw's presence on the mound could allow the infield and outfield to breathe easier, knowing that the ace is ready to neutralize opposing lineups with his signature mix of pinpoint fastballs, devastating sliders, and a curveball that seems to defy physics. Analysts are speculating that the Dodgers may be preparing to leverage Kershaw not only as their pitching anchor, but also as a psychological weapon, a true deterrent that could alter the very strategy of opposing managers. The chatter has already reached local bars, social media feeds, and sports talk radio, where fans are debating every detail. Will Kershaw's return spark a mid-season surge? Could this be the piece that finally solidifies the Dodgers' defense as the most unyielding in the league? One thing is clear. Rumors swirl that the mound is about to become a fortress, with Kershaw at its center, commanding respect before a single pitch is thrown. While official announcements remain tantalizingly absent, Insiders hint that the Dodgers front office has quietly been orchestrating this move, ensuring that Kershaw's arrival is timed for maximum impact. If the whispers prove true, opposing hitters might soon discover that facing the Dodgers is not just a game. It's a trial by fire, and Kershaw is the guardian at the gates. For now, fans can only speculate, imagine, and, of course, get a little excited about the possibility of an invincible mound guarding Los Angeles' path to glory. That's all for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay up to date with exclusive news about the Los Angeles Dodgers, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We always appreciate your comments and feedback. See you in the next video.